Update given on Tobago's financial status. Outstanding payment to suppliers a top priority, and moves to address Tobago's labor problem.
Info
Update.
bringing you the latest
News, views, and reviews.
Along with responses
comments and events
affecting you.
brought to you by the Information Division of the Tobago House of Assembly.
Tobago's financial status has been a hot topic in recent weeks. The island recently got an update on the issue. Caroline Wallace has the details.
Concerns have been raised over the Tobago House of Assembly's financial status. Chief Secretary Orville London explains that payment issues occurred because there was a change this quarter in the way the Assembly received its parliamentary allocation from central government.
The funding was received the middle of this month, and we received 1 month of funding under the recurrent and a month and a half funding under the development vote.
Mr. London says the Ministry of Finance has had discussions with the Secretary of Finance on the Assembly's allocation.
Of course, the reasons are similar to the reasons that were put forward during the midterm review, where the government is operating in a scenario where they can only spend what they collect. The unavailability of the $9 billion overdraft, the government has no flexibility, and therefore only what it collects it can spend.
Mr. London says the Ministry of Finance has stated that the Assembly should receive the outstanding portion of its allocation within the next 4 weeks. I'm Caroline Wallace for Info Update.
Attention is being paid to ensure outstanding debts to THA suppliers are settled. Kern de Freitas has more.
Chief Secretary Orville London met with the Tobago chapter of the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce to discuss several issues, including outstanding payments to THA suppliers on the island. Mr. London says the Assembly is aware of the situation and is working to rectify it.
There are commitments, which I'm aware are months overdue. And between the Chief Administrator and myself, and today I met with the Executive Council, and the Secretaries also shared that commitment to get that situation rectified as a matter of urgency.
Mr. London says Secretary of Finance and Enterprise Development Joel Jack has been collaborating with other divisions to minimize the impact of the situation.
The administrators and other officials have been instructed that, as far as we are concerned, meeting commitments to suppliers is a priority, because we understand the situation where many of these suppliers no longer have valid contracts.
The Chief Secretary says the Assembly hopes to have the situation improved in the next couple of weeks. He is also urging suppliers to provide relevant documentation for payment. I'm Kern de Freitas for Info Update.
The private and public sectors met to address shortcomings in the island's labor force. Omadara Mills has the details in this story.
The Tobago chapter of the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce wants more skilled workers for the private sector. It's a topic on which the THA and the business community have agreed to collaborate. The Chief Secretary Orville London says there are also steps being taken to address labor issues in Tobago.
This Assembly has frozen employment in URP and CPEP, which are the two agencies which have come in for a lot of criticism. And I've also understood that, there is a more assertive policy with respect to persons working illegally in Tobago.
Mr. London says the labor issue is also engaging the attention of 2 THA divisions.
What we've also done, and I had discussion with the Secretaries of Finance and the Secretary of Labor, is that they are ensuring that they bring a level of synergy in the responses of the 2 divisions with respect to the labor crisis.
The Chief Secretary hopes the Labor Division's new labor registry and the Finance Division's Employment Bureau will also help solve employment issues in Tobago. I'm Omadara Mills for Info Update.
That's it from all of us at the Department of Information. I'm Josan Brassi, and you've been listening to Info Update.